Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my Bookish life. Today I want to share with you my priority TBR for the month of July. So let's get to it. So I have these books that are absolutely on my TBR for the month of July. But then I also have a lot of options for other challenges and things like that. First is my book club pick. This is My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. This book is actually going to be a reread for me. I have listened to it before. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to read it in print, just because I really liked it when I listened to it, but I just feel like reading it with my eyes this time might be a fun challenge. So this is my in real life book club pick. For Krista at Books and Jams, the in real life book club pick is The Thursday Murder Club, which is also a book that I've read before. However, I have just read it this year. I want to say in January. So I just read it in January. I feel like there's a small chance that I'm just gonna go and not read that one. However, I am going to hold off on reading the second one until after that discussion because I don't want to get confused. However, speaking of Krista, we are not finished with Legacy, so this is going to be on the docket to finish towards the beginning of July. It was part of both of our June TBR priorities, and we just, didn't finish it, and that's okay. So Legacy is going to be finished in July. I have a buddy read with Danielle at Bukhara and Amy at A Star Reads, and we are going to read The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Steadman. This book has to do with a lighthouse keeper, and I don't know, I think it's going to be a quick read. We're starting towards the middle of the month and we're going to go to the end. It also has stars on it, which is one of the challenges in the backlist or the Booklist summer bingo challenge. So that's really exciting because I didn't have a book in mind for that. I digress. I also have this in audio. I will be going back and forth between the physical copy and the audiobook. Then another buddy read is Farmer Boy by Laura Ingalls Wilder. One of my in real life friends, Stephanie, and Rainy from Rainy Day Reads, and I started reading the Little House on the Prairie series. Starting with Little House in the Big Woods, we read in June. We're going to read Farmer Boy next because, unbeknownst to me, this is the one that comes next. I did not realize that. Anyway, but this is the story of Almanzo growing up, which kind of excited. I don't think I've read this one. I think that I've read Little House in the Big Woods and Little House on the Prairie. I don't think that I read this one. So we'll see. But I'm pretty excited. And then for the Chronicles of Narnia read-along, the books that we will be reading are The Voyage of the Dawn Treader and The Silver Chair. I have been listening to these. They're just whimsical, lovely stories. Like, I'm just loving My Adventures in Narnia, which I haven't read the whole series before, so I'm pretty excited to dig into these. I believe it's this one first and then the silver chair. So then the buzzword reading challenge is Bookish. So I have a ton of options. I have Plot Twist by Bethany Turner. I have Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. I have The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. A guide is like written out. I saw somebody else make the comparison, so I'm going to go with that too. The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. And The Plot by Jean Hamp Corlitz. But that's a lot of choices. So yeah, one of those is going to get read. It's going to be great. Maybe more than one will get read. I don't know. We will see. Then for the Read Your Bookshelves challenge, it is a book you've been avoiding. I don't know what book I've been avoiding. Book on my shelves that I have been avoiding. Actually, one that I have been avoiding, perhaps, maybe, is Unstoppable by Tim Green. This book has been recommended to me by many students, and I'm just really not a sports reader, but if I remember their recommendation well enough, it has a lot of like real life stuff happening within it beyond the sports arena. And I have brought it home with me every year since, I would say the past 4 years for sure, because I had two students write about this book when they were in 8th grade. It was their favorite book of all time. They wrote about this book and I brought it home so I could read more of those books. And I brought it home every summer since then. And they just graduated from high school. So this is a book I've been avoiding. It's also middle grade, and I should really, there's got to be non-middle grade books that I've been avoiding. I have a lot of middle grade on this list already. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to set this aside as a maybe because it definitely is a book that I've been avoiding. I think another book that I've been avoiding could be one of the books on my 20 and 22 that I wrote or that I listed out. Dorothy Must Die. This one I have had on my TBR for a long time. It's been sitting and waiting for me to read. I don't know why I haven't read it. It looks really good. It sounds really good. I've read the first chapter several times and like try a chapter type stuff, and I just haven't read it. So this could also work. This is YA, also not adult. I don't know. I avoid all my adult books. Anyway, that's a choice. That's a choice. I don't know. And then the last challenge that I have is the Silent Book Club that I participate in has a theme every month. And this month for July, the theme is summer. So it should take place in the summer, have summer in the title, or have a character named Summer, which would have been perfect for this book because there is a character named Summer in this book. However, I read it in June for Krista's book club. It was, good. I'm really okay with that. I do have some other options though. This was on my poll pick for Silent Book Club last month, and it actually won Instagram, but when I added up all of the points together, it was lost by 1 point behind Paper Girls and Close Quarters. They were a tie. I read both of them. reading this one sounds like a really good plan, so I might be going for this one. It definitely takes place during the summer. It takes place during 2 summers, 1989 and present day. So that's kind of perfect. One Perfect Summer by Brenda Novak. I bought this when it came out, and I had every intention of reading it right away, and then it wasn't summer anymore, and I decided not to read it, and I should have just read it because why not? But I didn't. And so this would be a really good one for me to get to. I just don't know. And then The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager has definite summer vibes to it, at least, because the main catalyst to the story takes place at a summer camp. So I feel like this would be a really good option. However, I don't know. So here are my definite reads for the month. I don't see these taking a lot of my time. I just don't. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to maybe read more than one of the Bookish titles and maybe more than one of the summer titles. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a try a chapter, because that is also a challenge on the Booklist summer bingo challenge. So that would be a great option. You may see that video soon. We will see. All right. I've just shown a ton of books. Have you heard of any of these books? Do you like any of these books? Of the ones that I'm kind of wavering and I don't know what I'm gonna do, do you have any that stick out as what I should absolutely read? These are my bookish words. And then I have my summer titles. Let me know if there's something that I should prioritize more or less of those. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, make sure that you're subscribed. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.